Hey everyone, and welcome to this SolidWorks assembly tutorial for the robotic gripper. So let's begin. So we have modeled all the parts in our previous video, and this video is for the assembly. So you need to open a new assembly file and then cross the window which appears. After that, you need to go to the assembly tab and select the insert component button, and you need to go into the directory where you have saved all the parts. So I will first import the motor mount bracket here, and I will click here to place it over here. So that's how we insert the components for the assembly. Next, I will click on the insert component button again, and this time I will insert the jaw drive. Okay, so I will select the mate, and in this mate window I will select this whole face for the jaw drive and this whole face for the motor mount bracket. Okay, then there is a advanced mate which we call as the width mate. So you need to go to advanced and select the width mate, and then I will select these two sides of the jaw drive. As you can see, opposite sides, these two appears in the first window, and in the second window we need to select the two opposite these faces of the motor mount, and they can assemble just like that. I will only use the this width advanced mate for once, although this is recommended, but I will use the coincident mate or parallel mate most of the time. Then I will select the insert component button again, and this time I will select this component over here. This is the rocker. Okay, small component. So let's select this inner face and then select the mate. This is pre-selected face, as you can see it from here, and then this is going to be the second face that we should be applying for the mate. And then I will cross this window over here. You can drag this component onto the left side just like that. We have to assign one more mate, so I will select the mate, and this time I will not use the width mate, although this is recommended, but for simplification I will use the simple mates. So I will select this face and this face of the jaw drive and the rocker, and check the box for assembly. Now let me show you how they will move just like that. As you can see it from here, there is a relative motion. Okay, rotational motion. So I will select the insert component button again and click on browse button, and this time I will select the stepper motor which we have modeled in our previous tutorial, and place it over here. You can use these axes for the rotation purpose, as you can see it from here. If I check this yes button, then the thread will be gone, although we have modeled this thread for the stepper motor. So for better performance I will remove it, or you can say hide it. So I will select the circular face of the motor. No, so let me select this circular face of the motor and this circular face of the motor mount, and check the box for the mate. Then select this face of the motor mount and this face of the bracket, and then check the box. Okay, one more mate is required, so I will select this face of the motor mount and bracket, and this is the parallel mate. As you can see, automatically the mate is selected by the SolidWorks, although you can select it manually, it's up to you. So let's select the insert component button again, and this time I will select the slider. Okay, so slider also has thread in the middle hole which we have modeled, which is not being shown, and I have explained for better performance we have hide all the threads. So let's apply the mates for these two holes, and then we have one more mate left. So I will select this face of the rocker. As you can see, for example, let me drag it out first. Okay, now I will select this side of the slider, and then rotate the whole assembly and this side of the rocker, and then assign this mate. This is coincident mate. Okay, so this sub assembly will move like this. Let me show you. We have parts left. Okay, So we will assemble the remaining parts. You can use the insert component button, but there is a very useful command in SolidWorks, which is basically the mirror component. So first I will see if we have the plane available for that or not. Although we have this bracket plane, but we will create a custom plane as well. For example, if I click this motor mount bracket and select the very first option, which is opening this part in a new separate file, and this is the part file, guys. In features we have reference geometry, and we have to select the plane. Then I will select this top surface, and then this is the bottom surface, and a plane will be created in the mid, as you can see it from here. Now we will use this plane in our assembly. So I will select the file and press the save button, and then basically I will press the cross button so that we can move on to the assembly. So here in the tree we have motor mount, and in the motor mount we have this plane. So I will select this plane, keep it highlighted, and then in the linear component pattern drop down we have this mirror component. Okay, as you can see, this is previously selected the plane, and in the lower window we need to select the components that you want to mirror. So I will select the rocker and the jaw drive, these two components, and then select this forward button, and as you can see they are gonna get mirrored like this. So we need to assemble it with the slider. So let me assemble it with the slider. So I will use the mate for that. So select this inner face of the slider hole and select the mate, and then I will select this inner face of the rocker, and they're gonna get assembled like this. Their motion is gonna be symmetric as well, as you can see it from here, because we have used the mirror components. Okay, now let's select the insert component again and click on the browse button, and here we have the jaw. So let's import it. You can move any this component which you are importing here for the assembly purpose like this, and also you have the rotate component button as well under the move component drop down. So you can move it or rotate it like that. It's up to you for better or orientation for the assembly purpose. So let's select the mate, and this time I will select this inner hole surfaces for the jaw drive and the jaw, and then this side of the jaw and this side of the jaw drive, and then this is automatically selected coincident mate. We are good with it. It's gonna move like this. We want the jaw on the other side, so definitely we will be using the same plane to mirror on the other side. Okay, so I will select the insert component again, and this time I will be inserting this link, the upper connecting link, which we have modeled in our previous tutorial. So I will select the mate, and then I will select this hole and this hole for the connecting link, and check the box. Now let me move it to this side. As you can see, we can drag it like that because we haven't fixed it yet. So let's fix it. Select the mate, and then select this surface of the motor mount bracket and this surface of the connecting link, and check the box. We need to assign one more mate to assemble it correctly, so I will assemble these two holes for the jaw and the connecting link, and check the box. Now we want both of these components to be mirrored on the other side, so I will require a plane. So let me close everything. Here we have motor mount bracket, and you know very well we have created this plane. I will select this plane, keep it selected, keep it highlighted, and select the mirror component, and in the lower window you need to select the connecting link and the jaw, and then press this forward button. As you can see, both of these are mirrored on the other side. So let me show you how they're gonna move later. I will let me first assemble the pins first. So I think this is the pivot pin. So we have basically 4 pivot pins. We will insert them one by one and assemble them on their own preferred locations. Then let me select the mate and select this inner hole surface, and then this outer pin surface. Select this face of the flat face of the jaw and this flat face of the pin, and then check the box. So this pin has been assembled, as you can see it from here. So one by one I will assemble all the upper links, and then I will mirror them on the lower side using the same plane. Okay, as you can see, this is the pivot pin, and we will use the same kind of mates to assemble. So let's say we select this mate first for the flat faces, and then we will use this for the concentric mate later, as you can see it from here. So they are assembled on the jaw and the motor mount. Now let's select the insert component again and select the browse button. Then here we have the pivot pin number 3. So let's assemble the pivot pin number 3 now. You can cross this window. Okay, then select this circular face, and this is the pre-selected face for the mate, and then this is the second kind of mate. After that I will drag this to the right side, then select this flat face of the connecting link and this flat face of the pin, and then check the box. So this is assembled. Okay, you can insert the component, and there is another way. Hold control key and drag this pin to the left side using your mouse selection. Right click of the mouse selection, and this can be insert just like that. Although if it's not working for you, you can use the insert component. I'm just telling you another option, that if you want quick assemblies, then there are some shortcuts as well. Now 2 pins are remaining, so select the insert component and insert these 2 pins. So this time pivot pin number 1, just place it here, and first select the flat faces, flat face of the slider, flat face of the pin, then circular face of the pin, and circular hole for the slider, and then check the box. One more pin. So select the insert component button, select the browse button, and this time this is going to be the pivot pin number 3, and then you can use these mates to assemble these parts. First I will assemble using the flat faces, and then I will assemble using the circular faces. Okay, so we are done with the pivot pins for the upper part, and for the lower part, although you can do that manually, but I will use that plane. So here we have motor mount bracket, you know it again very well. Then this is the plane that we will be using. So keep it highlighted, keep it selected, select the mirror component, and in the lower window, in the upper window basically we have the plane selected. In the lower window we will select all the upper planes, and then select this forward button, and as you can see, all the parts have been mirrored on the other side. Okay, now let me show you how this gripper is gonna move. As you can see it from here, with the rotation, with the movement of the stepper motor rod, the slider is gonna get moved further, and then with the rocker and jaw drive, the jaw is gonna get that rotational movement. So I will save this file as gripper assembly file, although we have some steps remaining. So let me save this file first. Okay, so this is basically the rendered or you can say the colored assigned view of that. So let me show you how you can assign the custom color. So you need to select this color option, and you can assign any color, for example the blue one or any other color, one by one. So I will send the blue to the pin, then black to the jaw and the motor as well. You can pin and unpin it from here, it's up to you. There is one more option. You can open the parts in a separate part file. You can apply any color here, and yeah, then you can save it. and they can be applied on the assembly as well, depending on if you have already applied color in the assembly as well. So it's up to you if you want to assign colors in the part file or in the assembly file. It's up to you. Then here we have the diameter 3.5, which we have to make it as 4 millimeters. We will do that later. But first, here we have option for the toolbox where we can use the bolts. So select here add, and you need to go into the ANSI metric. Then we have to go into the bolts and screws, and here we have socket head screws. So select this socket head, this one. This is basically the Allen key bolt, and place it over here. Press this, just place it over here, and then the size is going to be, I will select M4. You can select the length from here, so I will change the length. So this length is going to be fine. As you can see, the length has been updated, and then check the box. Once again, I want the simplified views. Don't use the spreads because that will hurt the performance. So let me open this motor mount bracket in a separate file, because we have to change this 3.5 mm to 4 mm. So you need to edit the sketch first and then change the diameter of this circle, because we have the equal relation. So all the circle have now 4 mm diameter. You can save it, and then you can cross this window because we have to move into the assembly file. After that, you can rotate this Allen key bolt or Allen key screw and drag it to the right side. Then select the circular face, circular head or circular shaft of the screw and this hole, and then check the box for selection of the made. This is concentric made. Then select this flat face of the motor mount and this flat face of the bolt, and then allow the assembly. So this one bolt has been assembled. You can use the same way to assemble it, but I will use the mirror. So we would require a plane that cut the part in half. So we have this plane. So I will use this plane to mirror that on the other side, but there are two more. We would require another plane which we don't have, so let me show you how to create that plane. So open the motor mount in a separate part file, as you can see it from here, by selecting the motor mount bracket and selecting the very first option. Then in the reference geometry we need to select the plane, and then I will select this face and the opposite face, and automatically a plane at the mid will be created just like that. So I will save this file, motor mount bracket, and then I will cross the window for the separate part file. I will move on to the assembly automatically. Then okay, this right here is the motor mount, and this is our plane number 2, which is vertically like this. So I will use the mirror component one more time. So I will select both of these screws and then press the forward button and check the box. So both of these have been mirrored on the other side. And that's all for this robotic gripper assembly tutorial, guys. And definitely if you want to make some changes, you can make the changes as per you. This is just a explanation of how we model and assemble things. And that's all for this tutorial, guys, and see you in the exploded view tutorial for this robotic gripper. Thanks for watching, and see you in the next tutorial.